Good morning. Uh, Welcome to the channel. Yeah, this video is for my channel, Grey Cloudy Day. I'm Greycloud Sage of the Eternal Moment. And the reason I said that is because I do have a second channel. As of right now, there's only 11 subscribers. But if you're subscribed here and you're watching this video, feel free to go over there and check it out. There's not a lot up over there, and it's not it's pretty similar to this channel, but I explain in several videos over there, as I have explained here, I'm trying to sort out how to make sure that the content on Greycloud Thoughts is a little different than over here, which, it's neither here or there. But this morning, for Grey Cloudy Day, I want to read the last story from 50 Things That Really Matter, which is significant for this channel. And by the way, if you could, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, think about subscribing. Here at this channel, I like to try to inspire people. I share my walk in life. I share my walk with the Spirit, with Big Kahuna, a.k.a. God. I share different things. Let me just give a little short explanation of, and I've said this plenty of times, but this is for anybody that doesn't know the channel, is just getting to know the channel. If you hadn't been here a while, then you might not know that if you go back in the history of the channel, there's all sorts of types of topics. Sometimes I had videos. I tried to actively, every month, do multiple videos, at least one or two a week or a few a month, sharing and showing, displaying my action figures and stuff like that. And I was trying to get into world building, and I dabbled in it. World building means building little, scenes and worlds for the action figures. I also did discuss certain comic books and things like that I read or have backed by Kickstarter, Indiegogo or Fund My Comic, or just ordered directly. Comic books, I mean. But what my hopes is I haven't done any of that kind of stuff on this channel in a long time. So with Greycloud Thoughts over there, I am attempting to talk, like a few weeks ago, I talked about what might happen after the election, which I don't ever talk about that kind of stuff on this channel at all. Over there, I want to utilize the name of the channel as part of the content, Greycloud Thoughts. For instance, my thoughts on this or that. Now, I do that here too, but largely this channel is me reading from either a particular book and going through it until we get to the end of it, and usually doing a giveaway. That's why this video is an important video for this, because we're going to end this book. And then after this, hopefully by the 1st of December, once I do this and put this video up, between now and the 1st of December, I should upload a video announcing a giveaway for another copy of this book. I've got a newer copy. It's still used, but it's in a little bit better condition and ain't the one I was reading from. And I know I just said it, but hit the like and subscribe if you can. So let's get on with this. I just wanted to let y'all know that I discussed it in a video this morning on Greycloud Thoughts. So, and of course, one of my goals is if we get enough subscribers over there, I may transition to that being my main place to do certain stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm uploading on both channels, but I'm trying to learn how to balance it. And as we go into it, if I get a knack at developing that content on Greycloud Thoughts into what I kind of have a vague idea of, then, maybe I can do more with that channel. But we have to grow the subscription. There's 11 subscribers right now. But if you can, go check it out. I'll try to leave a link in the description here. The last story here, number 50. You. It's titled You. Stop Shouldn't on Yourself by friend. Stop shoulding on yourself, my friend yells whenever she catches a whiff of someone doing something just because they think they should. I'd never heard that expression, so I had to look it up. I didn't know that shoulding on yourself was an expression. Turns out it means stop putting so much pressure on yourself for what you think you have to do or should do. Not have to do, but stop putting pressure on yourself for what you think you should do. And now let me finish this. It'll make sense. I had to look it up to see what it meant. Like I kind of understood, but was kind of like, what is the word shouldn't? Why do you call, should? Okay. I know what she's saying. I used to should on myself quite a bit. Rather than focusing on my needs or my dreams, I put my energy into doing what I thought I should do, what was right to make my relationships work, please my family, win acceptance from my peers, get into the right college, and get the job that provided the most security. Because my heart wasn't in my choices, life situations seldom worked out. I was miserable in school, then chronically late when I started work. My relationship with my boyfriend failed, and I became more and more unsure of who really were my friends. I finally hit bottom when I became ill with chronic fatigue syndrome. Exhausted, lonely, and depressed, I staggered around in a stupor for weeks. Then one day at my parents' house, I noticed a small blue book that had fallen from the shelf. Heal Your Body by Louise Hay. It changed me forever. Hay explains the importance of accepting and loving yourself, of making decisions because you want to do something regardless of what others might think. She recommends that you say, I love and approve of myself every day, hundreds of times. How silly her suggestion seemed, but at that moment, I was willing to try anything. So each time I started thinking about how others might view what I was doing, I would stop and say, I love and approve of myself. Amazingly, by the end of the first day, I felt better than I had in years. Emotionally and physically, soon I became stronger and more grounded than I ever had been. I had energy. I was buoyant with hope. And I lit up with this firecracker of truth that I'll share with you. Happiness is a choice, and you are the one who's responsible for it, not some boyfriend, spouse, family, or friends. You. Capital Y, capital O, capital U. You, me, you. We're responsible for our own happiness in the sense that it don't come from an outside source. Anyway, it comes from within. And of course, our connection with the divine. As long as you keep in mind the importance and value of you, you will handle anything that the world throws your way. You will succeed because of the power, the spirit, and the vision of you. And I wanted to say, that does sound weird to say to someone, go to repeat to yourself, I love myself and I accept myself, 100 times a day. Well, as I was reading that, or I love myself and I approve of myself, I realized it's not really it's not out there to do that. Just as much as sometimes I get in a funk, and I have been in a funk in the past several months, even as of late in the past week, there's been thoughts in my head that would repeat daily, like negative thoughts that I don't like. The more we repeat any kind of thought or any process, it becomes a habit or it becomes, you know what I'm saying? The more I reinforce a negative thought of thinking, oh God, I don't want to start today, or I just wish I wasn't here no more. Or if I keep saying that to myself, it's just going to reinforce a bad feeling. So it makes sense that if I tell myself, I love myself, I approve of myself, I'm telling myself this morning, I approve of what I'm doing regardless. Sometimes I put too much pressure on myself. I do it daily. I get mad because there's so much that in a day I could be doing, and a lot of times I'm doing a lot of nothing. And I'm trying to get back to being as more productive as I can. And this is an attempt, getting up earlier in the days, reading a little bit of scripture, reading from other books, making videos. I've made a pretty a 13-minute video for Greycloud Thoughts. I'm doing this video here. I've done some social media networking. I have, in the months that have preceded here, I've gotten to a funk where I wasn't really doing as much content for the channel. I wasn't promoting it as much. I was in a place that I'm coming out of. And you guys know this if you've been watching my videos. So anyway, and yesterday I had a live stream. I enjoyed being in the live stream. I wanted to say, I talk about that on the Greycloud Thoughts video, and it was a good live stream. I may go live a little bit later today. I still have like maybe 6.5 gigabytes of hotspot, so I can go live for another couple of times before my next re-up on my plan. I'm just gonna wing it, like if I'm feeling good and inspired later to do live, like yesterday, because yesterday I went live because I felt good and I felt like sharing my good day. We were there for an hour and a half or more, or almost. Now, the day before, I went live because I was anxious and kind of not feeling good, or just didn't want to be alone. I needed to chat with somebody, and that went well. But, so one of two things: I'll either be having a good day and find the time to go live just because I want to, or I'll be a little anxious, maybe overthinking something, and I want to talk to somebody. So that'll also be another reason if I do. So look for that. If I can't guarantee it. I never guarantee it unless I schedule it. And most of the time it works better for me if I just do it in the moment. Like if it hits me and it feels right, then I'm going to do it that way. So I don't know. I'm just trying to get rid of these empty feelings I've been having and reconnect with my soul and the big kahuna, God, aka, anyway, until next time, Mr. Greycloud here. Like and subscribe. But over and out, Ditto.